Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe. There's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Hey guys, how you going? I'm back and I'm doing all right. Hey Charles, how you going? Hey Menacing Muskrat, how you going? D Lee, how you going? Kai, how you going? Menacing Muskrat again. Who else have we got in here? We've got me, and I can't pin my own message like I normally can for some reason. Deb, how you going? And I want to thank Sherry and Deb. I got your email and I watched that. It was interesting. But thank you, Sherry, as well. Who else have we got in here? Deb Kai. Alex, how you going, Alex? Okay. Luna, how you going? Michelle Epp, how you going? Timmy, how you going? David, how you going? Okay. Fred, how you going? For some reason, it's just clicked in. D-Lee, how you going? I missed you, but right at the beginning, somewhere. There you are. Okay, Flyby Stu, how you going? Okay, Susie, how you going? Okay, let's get into some interesting stuff. Let's have a look. Okay, obviously, so Robin of Locksley can't wait for the, right, I'm not going to like this one. He can't wait for the Epstein Island log visitation to be released. Look what he shared. Can someone tell me where Epstein's legs went? And why is this girl's arm so long? He's got no legs. When did he lose his legs? Everybody knows that, I'm not going to like that one. Everybody knows that this is a Photoshop. Okay, Gunther Eagleman said, I wonder if it's a coincidence that Kevin McCarthy resigned days before the Epstein list is supposed to come out. Santa surfing, I didn't realise I put this in. First, Colbert, oh my goodness. He's ruptured or whatever, not coming back. Now Madonna at juice coma, she's done. Wonder how many others will have severe illnesses from big names will come out before the Epstein 170 list is revealed. Peggy Dodson said, cover story, she's done. Okay, this is what it was. She's been done, but now it's coming out. An incredible rate is house cleaning is being done. Okay. Evil has been cleared from the earth. Madonna was in induced coma for 48 hours while hospitalised for a bacterial infection, which we know of. I don't know why I bookmarked that. Okay. But there is more to this, because apparently Oprah's on the run. Helen Troy said obviously Trump's name is not on the Epstein Island list, because if so, the media would have released it years ago. They would have thrown him under the bus. David Foster said, there's an image going around the internet that is AI-generated image. It's obvious if you work with AI. The lack of skin detail is a dead giveaway. But AI is getting better. It will become harder to tell very soon. This is an AI-generated image. Okay, that's another one. Okay, I'm going to like that one because I agree with her. Dr. Keck said, why was Oprah fleeing to Switzerland with $100 million? Do you think she was trying to get a name off the list? I don't know. Let's have a listen. Can we listen to this guy?
Oh, no. Oprah, where the hell are you going? No. So it has been reported that basically Oprah Winfrey is on the run, heading towards the bank with $100 billion to Switzerland. No. 100, where are you going with 100 million? Since the fact that the Jeffrey Epstein list is about to drop, because she knows her name is on it. We the people, we know her name is on it indefinitely. Now all of a sudden, $100 million heading towards the bank, towards Switzerland. Oh no. And it's not only just Oprah. A lot of actors and celebrities are leaving because they know their names on that list. The ones you haven't been seeing or hearing about lately, those are the ones that are dipping. Oprah Winfrey is on the run with $100 billion. She's going bye-bye. The Jeffrey Epstein list is about to drop.
Is it 100 billion or 100 million? I don't know if you guys could hear that properly. It was very low. The next one will be loud as, so I'm just going to turn the desktop volume down in case it does blare out at us next time. This little miss can't be wrong said, we know everything. We have it all. Every phone call, text, email, photo sent, every video, everything encrypted. We know what's behind walls inside of walls, where the bodies are buried. We have the codes to quintillions of banks' accounts and crypto. We robbed the Vatican, what? The Queen and the World Banks. We have the gold that Canada sold, that HRC hid, Rothschild's hidden gold in China Triangle. We have it all. Don't fear the next events coming. It had to be this way. It did. It had to be this way. Any other way would have resulted in a lot of death and heartache for everybody. Polybard put this in. Then they said it escaped a level 4 biolab, but it can be stopped with a homemade face mask. He calls it a face diaper. A face mask. Anne Vandersteel said yesterday another anti-Israel mob rampaged against cops in NYC, against the Holy Land on Christmas Day. They demand you respect them while totally disrespecting you, your traditions, your holidays. And as usual with paid shills of the Democrats, there's no end in sight. Now, I'm all for the First Amendment right to protest, but I'm not for massive and destructive marches that call for the extermination of another race. These are the same secret soldiers who destroyed Trump's last year under the guise of BLM Antifa. Ironically, they're doing it to Biden too, in yet another election year, which tells us we're being played. If I was ever inclined to support Palestine, I'm not now, because I never support fascists. And the millions who are violently forcing themselves into our daily lives are nothing but that. And that is one reason why I said if I was going to back anyone, it would be Israel, because look at everyone who's backing Palestine. Sky News Australia said former Labor Senator Stephen Conroy has called on Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to resign because he's so desperate to keep his position and is putting the lives of Israelis at risk. What did I say the other day? It's their leaders that are doing this. Joe Rambo said, can someone please explain to me why Donald Trump is in the reflection of the Oval Office windows in Joe Biden's own post on X? The level of absurdity is mind-blowing. Am I wrong? Is that DJT? 5GW is crazy? I'm just saying. That is Trump. You can't, there's no mistaking Trump's head, right? President Biden said today, Senator Schumer and I held our latest strategy call on getting the For the People Act to my desk. Hang on. There it is. Very strange indeedy, don't you think? Definitely. Being played. Peter Sweden said, have you heard about the Club of Rome? It's a globalist group that in 1991 wrote a book predicting the climate agenda. In searching for a new enemy to unite us, we came up with the idea that pollution, the threat of global warming, water shortages, famine and the like would fit the bill. Isn't it really weird how nobody talks about this? In other words, the whole climate thing is a scam made up to control your life. They've been doing it for years and years, coming up with different ways. Now, Wall Street Silver said, a universal basic income is now coming to Canada. The Liberals believe there will be positive consequences of offering universal basic income. More government dependency by Justin Trudeau as he leads Canada towards communism. And listen to these half-wits.
Introduce a framework to develop a guaranteed livable basic income. We are struggling throughout this country with homelessness, food insecurity, poverty, health, mental health issues, and this is one way that we could start to look at these issues. It's not the only way, but it's certainly a key way.
And I think we've gathered a great deal of data to show the positive consequences of offering people the opportunity.
Half of Canadians are pessimistic about their personal finances. A quarter of low-income families cannot pay for monthly expenses.
Introduce.
Was that Penny Wong's sister? I mean, we got one of these in Australia and I think they're little infiltrators. I don't know, that last person, this person here. Penny Wong's sister. In Canada, there you go. This little miss can't be wrong said, what's going on with these people? Yeah, look at the changes. Hey, over the years, now he looks like a robot. Even him. Who's playing him? Who's playing him? Who's playing her? And for God's sake, I don't even know what this is here, but oh my goodness. Looks like she's got one completely black eye. Barely any teeth. I don't know. Compared to this side. They're not the real people, mate. What? I want to know. I want this to be exposed. Come on. Gunther Eagleman said, keep buying guns. Red Dawn is happening and I don't think anyone's prepared, said Spitfire. And it's just... This is the Antifa along with the BLM, along with God knows who else. Is this in America? It wouldn't matter. Hang on. Farmers, similars. Okay, well the things are in English. Bit hard to tell these days, isn't it? Who are all these people supporting? I don't even know. Is it Palestine? Okay, well anyway, that's what we've got coming. Australia's about to find out the hard way. Don't worry, we're unarmed. And if I was an American, I would be armed. James Wood said, until Biden is scraped off America's shoe, every sacred American value will be tainted and destroyed. Tony Lane said, a New York train was set on fire by Hamas supporters. What's next? What sense of entitlement do they believe they hold over other ethnic groups? Do they believe every American should pay for the atrocities currently going on in the Middle East? Do they believe we're the only country supporting Israel? This is alarming and no one appears safe at the moment under this administration. We've completely lost our way of existence. Even Christmas is being attacked. Let's fight this hatred and say cheers, Merry Christmas. It's in God's hands. So there you go. All I see is a lot of smoke. Anyway, apparently that's what happened. It's not the only thing going on either. Okay, David said hot dry summer, they said. It hasn't stopped effing raining all December. Our Bureau of Meteorology, BS. This is Australia. This is the East Coast. And it's rained most of summer so far, which is good. My plants are loving it. Elizabeth Farrell said, when you tell someone something they've believed for a long time is a lie, the immediate reaction is anger. Well, I got news for you. You're about to be told a whole bunch of stuff that you thought was true but was false. Mentally prepare for it. It's coming. You've been lied to for decades. We all have. And I've got a cat trying to get in again. I only just let him out. He doesn't know what he wants. This cat, I swear to God. The Spectator Australia said the King's speech. You ready for this one? He doesn't even look like the King anymore. He doesn't look like Charles. Who's that? Standing in front of a Christmas tree adorned with ornaments dedicated to sustainability, His Majesty King Charles III used every subtlety available to embellish the religious events with a political message that owes its allegiance not to God but to the cult of climate change. It was a decision that poisoned the King's chances of approval before the speech had been heard, with Not My King trending on Christmas Day. With great surprise, the speech itself was not so bad, although it did begin with the usual pandering to other festivals and great religions of the world to prevent the diversity and inclusion mob from complaining that a Christian event might dare to be unapologetically Christian. The King's topic was service, no doubt, a nod to his mother, whose presence we continue to miss. Speak for yourself. Service to others is but one way of honouring the whole of creation, which, after all, is a manifestation of the divine. This belief is shared by all religions. To care for this creation is a responsibility owned by people of all faiths and of none. We care for the earth for the sake of our children's children. However dearly the King may wish it, he cannot rebrand the intense political movement of climate change into a tenet of the Christian Church. It looks as ridiculous as those churches who drape rainbows from their altars and invite demonically attired drag queens to preside over the service. That's exactly what it's like, telling us about climate change during Christmas. Go jump, mate. Okay, Malu Montclair said, listen again to Dr. Kerry Mullis, who received the Nobel Prize for the invention of the PCR technique, and hear him tell us about the deception from Fauci, and that PCR test is not valid for diagnostics. Why is the PCR test still used? Why does science not recognise the inventor's own words about his invention? And why does Fauci still have influence? Also listen to some truths about Fauci from Dr. Judy A. Mikovits as she shares here in Mickey Willis documentary Plandemic. I'm not going to play it. You'll find the number 2 and 3 here. When you sit around the family table for Christmas, ask some of these questions. And please remember, healthy people are not sick. You are not, it's like being assumed guilty before being tried, you know. And the guy did say, let me play it.
What is it? What is it about humanity that wants to go to all the details and stuff and listen? You know, these guys like Fauci get up there and start talking. You know, he doesn't know anything really about anything, and I'd say that to his face. Nothing. The man thinks you can take a blood sample and stick it in an electron microscope, and if it's got a virus in there, you'll know it. He doesn't understand electron microscopy, and he doesn't understand medicine. And he should not be in a position like he's in. Most of those guys up there on the top are just total administrative people, and they don't know anything about what's going on the bottom. You know, those guys have got an agenda, which is not what we would like them to have, being that we pay for them to take care of our health in some way. They've got a personal kind of agenda. They make up their own rules as they go. They change them when they want to, and they smugly, like Tony Fauci, does not mind going on television in front of the people that pay his salary and lie directly into the camera. You can't expect the sheep to really respect the best and the brightest. They don't know the difference, really. I mean, I like humans, don't get me wrong, but basically...
I don't know where that part about, but I have seen it before, that the inventor of the PCR testing said it's not valid for diagnostics. Joey Manorino said the leftists swatted both Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia and Rep. Brandon Williams, of New York on Christmas Day. They swatted Jack Posobiec's family and Cat Turd 2 on the 23rd. They want to get us killed, literally. This is who we're fighting against. So they They got Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene swatted and Rep. Brandon Williams of New York on Christmas Day. And a couple of days before that, they got Jack Posobiec and Cat Turd too. Chicago Ray said Donald Trump Jr. just broke every heart at Fox News now that he's confirmed Nikki Haley will not be Trump VP. Reportedly, Kilmeade and Perino have sought counselling. I don't know who Kilmeade and Perino is, but anyway, there you go. Chris Erickson said a reminder that none of our 338 members of Parliament are calling for the removal investigation of Canada's Chief Public Health Officer, Dr. Tam. That one for Canada. Canada, you just got as many problems as we have here. Seriously. I don't know, we're on the race for who's going to be worse, you know what I mean? Is this the precipice? I don't know. The Vigilant Fox said Dr. McCulloch issues warning to clot shot pushers, you are complicit in crimes against humanity. Each and every person who ever encouraged, pressured, coerced or threatened reprisal for one of these shots is complicit in crimes against humanity, and that crime is mass negligent homicide. That's what they've done. Every doctor or nurse who administered, all of them. Leading reports said breaking top Chicago Democrats been found guilty of 13 federal corruption charges, including racketeering, bribery and attempted extortion. Do we know who? Hang on. Former Chicago Alderman Edward Burke was convicted on 13 corruption charges, including racketeering, bribery and attempted extortion. This marks a significant legal outcome for a long-serving member of the Chicago City Council with a career spanning over 50 years. The charges stemmed from allegations of using his position to corruptly solicit business for his private law firm and other misconducts. There you go. Slowly, we're getting them. Tim Poole said was just told by our airport shuttle driver in Chicago that a 737 carrying 140 or so illegal immigrants was privately chartered into O'Hare yesterday. That's just one flight. There are reportedly way more as well. JJ Correll said, let me be clear as I can from a 24-year career in the Border Patrol, sources on the ground and knowledge of how they are destroying America. Hundreds of thousands of special interest aliens are here. Thousands of terrorists, Chinese soldiers are pouring into America. Millions of foreign national criminals are here. Politicians, media and elites openly discuss the coming civil war. Talk of major black swan event in 2024. All the dots are almost connected. These dots show a clear picture of treason. Joey Manarino said, my boomer uncle just sent me this in a text message, so I don't know who to give credit to, but this is absolutely amazing. This deserves all your retweets. All fighting age men crossing the border. A couple of women there, here and there, but most of them. It's the same that's happening here. Larry Cook said, let's remember why paediatricians boot out the unvaccinated. They need to have a minimum of % of jab kids in their practice to get their bonus pay. If any parent says a jab injured their child and want to stop, too bad, parents must continue to jab or leave. Nefarious indeed. Chris Bourne said, paediatricians get an additional $90,000 a year pushing jabs. That's a good third of their profit. Where money is involved, people get corrupt. Look at Biden taking money from China, destroying his country with open borders. More money, more corruption. And I agree with this. Any paediatrician that says that you get out, just leave. Honestly, you're better off without them. Craig Kelly said, global boiling update. Adelaide experienced one of its coldest Christmas days in history with a maximum temperature of just 18.7 degrees Celsius. However, with the wind coming in from the south-southwest, according to the Bureau of Meteorology, for anyone outside it would have only felt like a maximum of 14.8 degrees Celsius. Climate scan. That's seriously, the Bureau of Meteorology here in Australia, useless. Absolutely useless. DC Drano, new constitutional amendment idea. Nobody who graduated from Harvard or Yale is allowed to be president ever again. That's a good one. Obama, Bush, Clinton, We need to shut it all down until we can figure out what the hell's going on those campuses. Like the skull and bones and the weird rituals and things like that, and little favoritisms here and there. Zem said, no one can tell me that public servants are worth this much of a salary. Empire building fat cats with track records of obfuscation of their inadequacies in the past, their need for cover-ups and opaque legal responses. Aussies see this as a slap in the face. Okay, you've got secretaries here. Secretary, Prime Minister and Cabinet, $977,000 a year. The Secretary of the Treasury Secretary, sorry, $952,770. Attorney General Secretary, $928,340. Defence Secretary, $928,340. And Social Services Secretary, $928,340. Well, the Prime Minister gets $586,000. What's going on here? And look at AFRA, the AFRA Chair, $947,590. Australian Public Service Commissioner, $879,000. ACCC Chair, $829,000. ASIC Chair, $829,000. What are all these people getting paid like this for? CEO Services Australia. I didn't know you could have a CEO running government departments. There you go. They have done that for a few years now. Nearly $800,000 a year. Why? Why? What are they doing? Leading reports said breaking 40 candidates and 25 elected officials from 17 states, including Senator Ron Johnson, have publicly signed a pledge stating that the jabs must be pulled off the market, with many also pledging not to take donations from Big Pharma, finally. Dr. Simon Godek said, hey, Rep. Adam Schiff, you claimed that almost exclusively the unjabbed died from COVID and demanded the suspension of social media accounts of those who disagreed. In hindsight, we were right. Please be consistent and delete your account for spreading deadly misinformation. Because he said, Shivy said, just 12 people are responsible for the majority of anti-jab disinformation on social media. And 99% of all deaths are among unjabbed individuals. Really? Social media companies can and must stop the deadly spread of misinformation. Well, Adam Schiff, I'm looking at you, mate. Your lies cost lives. Okay, Daisy May, this in Australia, okay? Apparently the carols by candlelight, which is every Christmas there are Christmas songs sung and, you know, people get together for Christmas. Apparently this year the Palestinian Antifa mob took over and started trying to take over the Christmas carols. Carols by Candlelight gatecrasher, unmasked pro-Palestine demonstrator who disrupted family-friendly Christmas entertainment is revealed to be an activist pest with deep hatred for cops. And we'll see more of that shortly, because I think I've bookmarked the video. I don't know. Travis said, your daily reminder that the FBI tracked down a man from Arkansas who was at J6 with only a picture of his ear. Yet they have no clue who is swatting all these conservatives. Abolish the FBI for Christmas. I agree. You know what? That would have been a great Chrissy present. Laverne Spicer said the illegals are going to take away all the welfare benefits that are currently going to blacks. Once Democrats realise they don't need your votes, they're going to toss all you out to the wolves. Y'all out to the wolves. Y'all better get on the Republican train before it's too late. I feel really funny saying that. You can't prosper with those Democrats and their policy positions. Republicans got it set up so you don't need welfare to survive. You can actually live and get a job and work. And watch what happens when Trump gets back in. Watch the difference in tax rate. Workers are going to get more of their own cash. Joey Manarino said there's nothing racist about saying that Western civilization is being invaded by a group of people who have no respect for our customs and values. There's nothing racist about that at all. Western civilization is the greatest and most advanced civilization known to man. They are. That's why they call us the first world. Otherwise, we'd be a third world country. Oh, hang on, we're going there very quickly. We're allowing our countries to undergo an invasion due to an extensive propaganda campaign that is largely working. It's not racist to want to exclude cultures who do not have any desire to assimilate to our way of life from being a part of our nations. That's not being racist. They don't want to assimilate. If anything, they're coming in, they're racist. They want to keep... Look, seriously, why are they running if they want to keep everything the way it was, where they were from? Or change everything in the new country to the way their old country was? What are they running from? They're not. Larry Cook said, don't let a paediatrician bully you. Just walk away and never go back. They poison children for a living. RNVB said, we were kicked out of a paediatric office with our twins at age 2 because we decided we no longer wanted any jabs and questioned it. We also brought up issues that we noticed after the last one. We were yelled at. My husband and I grabbed our kids and walked out. 2018. Seriously. Any paediatrician that does, Nuremberg too, it's coming. Nuremberg 2.0, it's coming. Hello, paediatricians that want to push these things. Any doctor that wants to push these things. General Mike Flynn, to the tune of approximately $363 million US taxpayer dollars, a network of NGOs, non-governmental organisations, are covertly facilitating the invasion of illegals at the US southern border, as well as distributing them across the US into progressive metro areas. The invasion of America is intentional. If it doesn't cease immediately and there aren't large deportations, this invasion will destroy the country. And I agree with that. And I agree with that here in Australia. And I agree with it about Canada and New Zealand and any other place, UK. Everywhere that's putting up with this BS. There you go. Josephine Cashman said the repulsive psychopathic ruling class use a combination of phony liberationists, divisive pre-planned propaganda, conflict, blackmail to create compromise, secret corruption network and cultural subversion as weapons of their oppression, because they'll only be happy when they own everything. They need to divide us to conquer us. Governments are compromised. The ruling class pays bribes and uses a blackmail drug with child abuse to control their representatives. Throughout the world, we are ceasing to convict everyday people for the actions of their compromised governments. They caused the UN COVID con. No everyday person consented to it, yet they still try to divide us. The ruling class employ a pre-planned phony liberationist cult of child-abusing blackmailers. These phonies focus on the things we cannot prove and exaggerate everything to compromise and cancel the truth. During our investigation, we worked out how they divide and conquer everyday people. The phony Aboriginal industrial complex we unveiled, UN veiled, was trying to pass itself off as the voice of Aboriginal Australians when in fact it was not, to create the problems for their pre-planned solutions. This subversive industry has been sabotaging Aboriginal people for decades, silencing our voice to funding the police, law and order since the 70s, and blocking home ownership with the UN collective native title, a UN communal title which will cover 80% of Australia by 2030, to eventually deny all Australians home ownership, achieved by using Aboriginal people as a scapegoat. This is a worldwide plot we foiled, so never underestimate your impact. We also smashed the Uluru Corporate Voice Con. It was another ruling class stage performance with actors on both sides. This was designed to divide us and get nasty about race hate. However, we proved elders refused to support it. Elders wanted Aboriginal affairs defunded, and yet the Australian people did not know that. There was a plea from the elders for me to expose it to the Australian people and keep them from dividing us. The big lie media and the compromised government did their best to silence the elders' voice. Using fake claimer Bruce Pascoe as the device, their attempt failed. By the way, Bruce Pascoe was from England. Mother and father English, okay? But apparently he's Aboriginal. Aboriginal Australian researchers estimate that there are 300,000 fake claimer insurgents. This fake claimer UN insurgency is also seen in the US, Canada, New Zealand and many other countries. All the fake claimers are rejected by Aboriginal people. The cornerstone of our culture is about our family and who is related to us. It's how we make sense of the world. How ironic the UN is genociding our culture. Aside from the Judas goats, everyone wants the fake claimers exposed, but the compromised government refuses to deal with them. In fact, they nurture and promote this fifth column cesspool of subversive fake claimers. It was at this moment when we saw this pattern, all the fake claimers come from a taxpayer-funded cultural subversion industry. We were able to see that there was a full spectrum dominance of control over our culture. The big lie media, movie, Hollywood cesspit, the fake arts and lame music industry, the sports industrial complex, and the publishing industry, which are controlled by the ruling class. It is their job to stage a pre-planned performance. We watch them rolling out their clowns on stage. To unwrap the plot, to use Indigenous people for UN land grabs worldwide, collective guilt is one of the most evil ideologies that exists in the world. I'm sure you'll notice this in Middle Eastern conflict now. The ruling class is even attempting to link the phony UN Indigenous rights with Middle Eastern conflict. It's clear how weak they really are when you pull back the curtain. It is all staged, just like the scapegoating of Aboriginal people. They need us to convict a whole group of everyday people, to hide the truth as it's being unveiled. We are opening our eyes to the lies. All they have is their fake cultural subversion, blackmail, and divide and conquer tactics. In the end, they will not be able to defeat us because they do not have the numbers. So speak up, be brave, the truth will set us free. We will fight together, not each other, to come together as one to expose the traitors. And that's how it should be. And by the way, when I said if you go to Penrith and watch the high school empty out, when I say it's Spot the Aussie, there's not even Aboriginal Aussies there. Okay, there's no Aussies in there. It's shocking to see. Mark PG said Elmer was in Cairns for a 2-hour photo shoot. So Elmer Fudd, we call our Prime Minister, which is Albanese. He's also got a few nicknames, Albo Sleazy. Yeah, there's a few of them. After cameras were turned off, Elmer disappeared into a VIP room and then onto his private jet out of there. Wrong there. Dutton has been up there all week helping out. Elmer rushed back to Balmain coffee shop into the arms of his admirers. Of course he did. That is our Prime Minister. So he was in Cairns for a 2-hour photo shoot. Apparently Cairns flooded. The whole of Queensland is flooded, apparently. Flim Flam said, crazy. Remember this? Tell me they don't all look alike. AOC. Heber? Who's Heber? Huma. Kamala. Jacinta. Megan. And Amal. Does anyone remember Epstein wanted his own offspring? Like, he wanted to recreate the world with his own offspring? I reckon they've already been trying it. Peter said be like Japan. Japan keeps Islam at bay by putting restrictions on Islam and all Muslims. Japan, and tell me they're racist. Japan is the only nation that does not give citizenship to Muslims. Permanent residency is not given to Muslims. Propagation of Islam in Japan is banned. In the University of Japan, Arabic or any Islamic language is not taught. Japan is the only country in the world with negligible number of embassies in Islamic countries. One cannot import a Quran published in the Arabic language. Muslims must follow Japanese law and language. The Japanese government is of the opinion that Muslims are fundamentalist and unwilling to change their Muslim laws. Muslims cannot even rent a house in Japan. There is no Sharia law in Japan. Now, tell me, if you think I'm racist on one of the last posts, tell me Japanese are racist. There is a reason why people keep certain people out of countries. 5 Times August said, did COVID propaganda break people's minds and put millions in a fear-induced coma? It's hard to say, but here's a picture of a person resting at an airport in a white hazmat suit, well, at least he's got a hazmat suit on, and a mask, carelessly not wearing goggles, worried about whether they'll live long enough to make it through the flight. Oh, this is ridiculous. They're pulling our legs, seriously, they have to be. Because if it was really a pandemic, you'd have an oxygen tank on the back, you would have full face covering. So there you go. Laura Loomer said President Trump says he's entitled to presidential immunity because he was doing his duty as president by investigating the election. It was my obligation to do so, and the proof is voluminous and irrefutable. There you go, he's saying stop the witch hunt now. And Jack, what's his name? The one who's taken Trump to court, right? May not even be legally allowed to do what he's doing. I hope this year's funnier than last year because I really want a good laugh. AKA said Hunter Biden spent $1 million on hookers, emptied his daughter's college fund to buy crack, refused to support a tripper he impregnated, snorted cheese when he ran out of coke, effed his sister-in-law after his brother died of cancer, and today claimed Republicans have no shame. Yeah, apparently. I know some of them don't, but I mean not like most of them. Well, most of them don't do anything like what Hunter Biden's done, do they? Larry Cook said cognitive dissonance. Every paediatrician has heard from parents about the kids they jabbed wound up with eczema, allergies, seizures, autism, death, etc. After the jab, and the parents are ignored, paediatricians are stupid, brainwashed, or part of the nefarious plan. Joel Rates said paediatricians don't make boatloads of money. I find it incredible that people have no problem vilifying people they don't agree with. If paediatricians saw jabs causing illness, you wouldn't have 99% of them jabbing their own kids and suggesting it for their parents. And that's what Larry Cook said, cognitive dissonance too. Because every paediatrician knows all of this. So they're either brainwashed or part of the plan. Craig Kelly said shocking how little the average doctor really knows about vaccines. Here's a bunch of medical doctors revealing what they learnt in medical school and residencies about it. You ready for a listen?
So when you first started out to be a doctor, what kind of training did you get on vaccines?
Honestly, I don't remember very much conversation at all.
We were just taught that they help prevent disease.
We were told on our rotations that vaccines were safe and effective. Here's the schedule.
We are not taught what's in those vaccines. We are just taught what the schedule is like.
Safe and effective, and they've saved millions of lives. We learned the schedule. We did not learn what was in them.
It was more philosophically vaccines than the science behind it, I guess, if you will.
As you know, medical doctors don't have a lot of training in vaccines.
If you are one of those people who knows more than doctors, that's fine, no vaccinations, but you're not allowed to go to the doctor anymore. Okay? Why would you even want to go to a doctor who knows less than you do?
It's amazing, but they didn't teach us very much.
Very little. Very little. And what you got basically was told, these are the things that you need to give to your patients.
It was just more about administration of the vaccines rather than the real effects and risks associated with them.
Here's the schedule. These are the saviors of mankind. They're safe, and you need to make sure everybody's vaccinated.
In the field of vaccines, everything is great, everything is safe and effective, everything has been determined. There is no need to go back and look at it again.
Just like everybody else, I have to go to the insert and look what's in it. I don't know what they put in vaccines.
And so I kind of thought that they were saline water and like bits of viruses and it, you know, super safe.
Yeah, you learn about adjuvants and you learn about the immune system and how it works, but as far as what the vaccine actually does, and you never heard about the negative effect of a vaccine. Never.
Zero. None.
The whole argument of your doctor has done all this research. Well, if they've done it on their own, maybe.
Yeah. Well, since there was no discussion of there being anything bad about vaccines, and unless you spend some time on your own, you know, investigating, you have the presumption that vaccines are good and that everyone should get them and that you should make sure that every child coming into your office is getting them on schedule or they're going to have some horrible illness.
So,
very interesting, isn't it?
So
isn't it? If I knew back then what I know now, I would never have got any of my kids, any of them. I did get a couple of them, but I didn't get all of them for my kids, but ScoMo Chico said, David Campbell, it's okay, they're allowed to trespass on the stage, they're allowed to protest Christmas at a Christmas gathering. Just relax, it's not about you, it's about them. David Campbell is on their side, no doubt doing this Carol's gig purely for the money, the imbecile. Carols at candlelight interrupted by pro-Palestine protesters in Melbourne. Are you ready for this?
Absolutely. Isn't it special when we've got amazing MMMer as well?
Hang on 1 second.
Well, it is the climate, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the club. We are in Melbourne. It's okay, everybody. We are absolutely fine here.
Do you know what, though?
Let's take it easy. Everyone get up nice and easy. Nice. No, it's okay. No,
You're Caroline, kids are dying in Gaza!
that microphone has now.
No, that's okay.
I'm so sorry. Thank you so much.
That's okay. We've got this one here working.
It's all good. Everybody, it's okay. It's all good. Thank you, everybody. Relax, settle down. Everyone's allowed to have their... They're allowed to have their moment. They're allowed to have their time in the sun. But we did have kids here, so we want to make sure those kids are safe. They're going to come back out in a second. It is a very hard time in this world. It's a hard time for us all to come together on a night like this too. When there's a lot of pain out there, and a lot of people are experiencing it. So we're just going to settle everything down for a second, and we're all going to be fine.
And I think it is, incredible work here by the team as well.
Disgusting. Do Palestinians believe in Christmas? These people don't. I don't know who they are. I mean Antifa and that probably don't care. Joey Manarino said a plane heading for Nicaragua was just grounded outside of Paris on suspicion of human trafficking. The plane took off from the United Arab Emirates carrying 303 Indian passengers, all of them without any documentation. They stopped outside of Paris to refuel the plane and were stopped and not allowed to continue their journey. Of course, we can assume once they got to Nicaragua, they'd be sent on the journey to the southern border, where they can just cross into the United States without any issue. How vast are the criminal human trafficking rings that are sending people to this country? More importantly, who the hell are these people coming into this country? There you go. Crazy. Verica said why these underground mining town residents will never own their homes. Residents of an outback town who spend hundreds of thousands of dollars building underground dugouts which will never own their homes due to native title judgment. 50% of Australia is under native title, and the UN goal for Australia is that it becomes at least 80%. So people, underground mining town residents, they're out in like 50-degree temperatures out there. That's why they built underground places to live. They built them, but they're not allowed to own them. They're not going to own them. Ariel said the scare event. J6 collapsing, COVID narrative collapsing, fiat system collapsing, Joe Biden collapsing politically and from the stairs. Japan starts selling digital securities on Christmas Day. Iraq to stop using the USD officially on January 1st. 26 candidates and elected officials from 11 states signed a pledge stating they agree with 17,000 doctors supporting the removal of jabs from the market. Vladimir Zelensky to surrender through a peace deal. The Israeli government has received multiple requests from Epstein client list lawyers to help stop the release of the names of those involved. Israel last, and Epstein's client list comes out. Netflix Coco Melon, one of the most popular shows for babies and toddlers, has two gay men encouraging a toddler to become a transgender. IKEA said the chain is expecting a shortage of goods due to the cessation of shipping at sea following Yemen's attacks on Western ship. Alternative routes will be longer and more expensive. Prices will rise. The Armed Forces of Ukraine, AFU, does not know where to recruit 500,000 people under the state mobilization plan, said Ukrainian troop Major General Dmitry Marchenko. Well, Chinese media reports that a new coronavirus variant called JN.1 is spreading rapidly around the world and has been discovered in 12 countries. The election is coming up, of course. Don't believe a word they say. Rep Marjorie Taylor Greene is calling for paper ballots, voter IDs, same-day voting only, and all votes counted on election day. Researchers from the University of Chicago have demonstrated that an AI that can predict crimes a week in advance at an accuracy rate of 90%. Yeah, that's pre-crime BS. Senator John Fetterman calls for free school lunches for every public school in America. The Hodge twins have announced they're supporting Vivek Ramaswamy for president because they consider him the best candidate and that he can win over independent and democratic voters. Democrats have now failed in at least 6 states to keep former President Trump off the 2024 ballot. Florida, Colorado, Michigan, Minnesota, Arizona, West Virginia. The only things missing is Georgia. No, I'm kidding. Respected law professor Stephen Calabrese has corrected himself and claims former President Trump isn't covered by the disqualification clause of the 14th Amendment and is eligible to be on the ballot in 2024 presidential election, per Wall Street Journal. In the same month that Disney pulled all advertising from X, a Disney worker has been charged with 32 counts of child CP in Brooksville, Florida. Tim Bitchute said that some of his GOP colleagues are compromised and being leveraged by blackmail. That is why members of Congress vote for crazy stuff. New York man has been indicted on 140 counts, accused of allegedly arranging a mass voting fraud plot during the 2022 Democratic primary election. Rep. Clay Higgins has introduced a bill that would mandate any state blocking the official nominee of a major political party from the presidential ballot would not have their electoral slate counted by Congress on January 6 following the election. 19 states have filed a brief at the United States Supreme Court to halt Jack Smith's move to circumvent the appeals process in his prosecution of President Trump. Tit for tat, ass who's? Jill Biden's press secretary, Michael LaRosa, was forced out of the White House after he tried to take gay dates to his room on a secure floor of the hotel where the president was staying during NATO's summit in Madrid. A Texas family wakes at 3 a.m. to find drunk driver passed out in the bedroom and mangled BMW in the front yard with dead female passenger inside. Vehicle went airborne at high speed before horrific crash. A Santa costume would have resolved this issue. George Soros, 93, takes a dip in Barbados with the help of a 4-man entourage just months after billionaire hedge fund manager and philanthropist handed the reins of his $25 billion empire to his son Alex. That's not the dip we're waiting for. Biden ends the year with the worst approval of any modern-day president. He enters the election year with lower popularity than Jimmy Carter and faces an enormous mountain to climb. Does he even notice? Who knows? Iran Revolutionary Guard claim they can shut down the Strait of Gibraltar and access to the Mediterranean Sea. New York Governor Hochul faces criticism after establishing taxpayer-funded commission to examine reparations and advance the equity and racial justice by paying descendants of slaves. The primaries are coming up. AI gives birth to AI. Scientists say machine intelligence now capable of replicating without humans. Yes, this is the end. Global Gold Monetary Fund launches next month on January 2024 with a gold-backed currency in the Philippines. The Philippines have created what is called a sovereign wealth fund, capable of being backed by precious metals, and they're expected to be fully operational by the end of this year. Thousands of protesters shut down the famous Oxford Street in London, one of the world's busiest shopping streets, on one of the most crowded days of the year just ahead of Christmas, calling for a boycott of stores supporting Israel. Alo Holdings, parent company of Pornhub, admitted on Thursday to profiting from videos of trafficking victims and agreed to pay more than $1.8 million according to federal prosecutors. UFC fighter Bo Nickel tells the story about golfing with President Trump. When Trump hit a straight shot 150 yards from the green, he said, "Don't you want your president to be clutch?" Hey? Okay. More than 2,000 tractors are paralysing Stuttgart in Germany to protest against the end of subsidies on agricultural diesel. The farmers are threatening a mobilisation like the country's never experienced before from January 8th if the government does not withdraw the project. Tucker. In 2017, Julian Assange broke his last big story. WikiLeaks revealed the existence of an illegal CIA spying program. Assange withheld most of the details of that program so as to not compromise American national security. CIA Director Mike Pompeo wanted to have Assange killed. Digital World Acquisition Group and the Trump Media and Technology Group on Friday announced a significant milestone in the long-delayed merger that would enable Truth Social to secure a listing on the stock exchange and securing financing for major expansion. On December the 18th, 2023, the Biden administration extended the national emergency, originally instated by President Trump, Executive Order 13818. I guess people are not waking up fast enough. France says plane carrying over 300 Indians over suspected human trafficking. Newly elected President Hev123 promised to crack down on protests. Leftist demonstrators who refused to abide by police orders to leave the street were then showered with pepper spray and clubbed. The Wall Street Journal has published a piece suggesting Putin's right-hand man, Nikolai Patrushev, gave the order to take out Wagner mercenary group head Yevgeny, okay, that person there, whoever that is, Commander Abdul Malik Badr al-Din al-Houthi. Any American targeting of our country will be targeted by us, and we will make American battleships, interest in navigation, a target for our missiles, drone and military operations. Laura Lynch, founding member of the Dixie Chicks, dies at 65. University of Minnesota professor calls to dismantle the US to fight colonization for Palestinians. The deep state is on the ropes. All exit points are closed off. All attempts to attack D. Trump and remove him are failing. Things will get chaotic before it turns around. That boomerang swings back around. 2024 will be the unveiling of many things. The world is about to change. In a huge way. Hope everyone's ready for it. Brian Cates, political columnist and pundit, said Trump was, if I recall, alright, more than 2 hours late to begin giving his speech at the Ellipse that morning of January 6, 2022. His being 2+ hours late completely ruined the timetable of those operators at the Capitol building. They ended up launching their attacks early. Yeah, the call to storm was happened before Trump spoke. There you go. Rise Health said, what if the government was funding terrorists so they can enforce more laws on you to protect you from the terrorists they created? This is what I think the whole thing is about. The government are funding terrorists so they can enforce more laws, but they created the terrorists. Look at Obama with ISIS. You know that, don't you? He created them. Concerned citizens said UK sky every day looks the same. No gaps, no sun, no blue sky. Why? Because this is manufactured cloud created through the non-stop spraying of chemtrails, creating this solid layer of toxic smog. Wake up, please. They're doing it here too, but, oh yeah, we've been grey for ages, I don't know. You see the sun every now and then, but then it disappears. It's gone. Colin Rugg said, new Disney worker charged with 32 counts of CP in Brooksville, Florida. Maybe Disney should focus on their own problems instead of projecting on X. Michael David Foster, a Disney worker, was busted in possession of CP. It's no secret Disney has a pedo problem, which is deeply concerning considering the whole business model centres around children. Earlier this year, 40-year-old Paul Vigo was arrested in Florida on child CP charges. He worked at Cosmic Ray's restaurant at Disney World. Dozens of Disney employees have been arrested over the years for crimes involving children. Sickening. And they have. I've been reading them for years. On video, actually. For the last at least 3 years. The opinionated black woman said, so anyway, in Melbourne, teachers, groomers, thought it was a great idea to get their primary school students to do this. With love, of course. From kids, oh my God, Port Phillip prisoners, including convicted sex offenders, received handmade gifts and Christmas cards signed off with love from school students in a program labelled disgusting, I'd say. So they're giving Port Phillip prison people, inmates, who also have pedos among them, Christmas cards signed with love from children. Don McRae said, do you remember when Obama refused to take the pledge to the American flag before he became president? Do you remember this? Everyone else had their arms, even Clinton. Jesus Christ. But even Clinton did. But Obama wouldn't. You know Obama's a Muslim, don't you? He says he's a Christian, but he's not. He's not at all. Not for the good of any country. Okay, Edward Dowd said, of course there'll be a black swan event. The global debt-based monetary system is teetering, and anything but that must be blamed. Catherine Herridge predicts a black swan event in 2024. This is a national security event with high impact that's very hard to predict, says Chief Nerd. And I probably agree, because they're going to try anything they can to distract. The scare event necessary to awaken anyone who's not awake by now. Okay, so we're heading, we're so close to the precipice, we really are. Mike Davis said Barack Obama's the most subversive, divisive, destructive person in America. He hates America. He's actively divided and conquered us for 15 years. Obama's the reason for our politicized and weaponized law enforcement and intel agencies. Biden is just his demented puppet. Chris Burnett said, new from BH Weingarten, here's why Obama stepped in to save Claudine Gay. Obama is making a play to protect the DEI regime itself. If Claudine Gay were to fall, it could topple the entire house of cards the left, led by Barack Obama, helped build. Yep. And Biden is just, look, does anyone else remember the video of Obama saying he wished he could just sit in tracksuit pants in the basement and order the talking head that is supposed to be the president what to do, order them what to do? That's exactly what's happening. Stephen said Albo's bringing in 750,000 migrants with rents going through the roof because there's no supply here in Australia. Housing supply is stuffed with building firms failing because of trade union greed. Of those 750,000, less than 1% have any construction skills. Yeah, this is our Prime Minister when he was younger. Anthony Albanese. Albo Sleazy. Joe Rambo said, read every word. That is what's most important. Together we win. No one person is above another. Unity is everything. Division is man-made. Division is designed to keep you powerless. Division is designed to keep you fighting each other. Division is designed to keep you enslaved. The narrative has you. No one person is above another. Unity is strength. Unity is love. Unity is humanity. Trust yourself. Think for yourself. Only when good people collectively come together will positive change occur. Rob Smith said he was late to the floods and turned up with 2 pallets of beer and then slipped back into a gated resorts with Jody, his renter-wife, and has not been seen since. Today is a work day. It's not a public holiday. Is the PM at work? If so, where is he? As a taxpayer, it's my right to know. Because he went up to where the floods were, okay? Dropped 2 pallets of beer off and then slipped back to his gated resort. Not doing anything for anyone. Shadow of Ezra said, Janet Ozabard, the filmmaker known for her documentary series The Fall of the Cabal, has been confirmed as dead by suicide after being reported missing for weeks. Janet gave the world an immense gift by creating The Fall of the Cabal. She will never be forgotten. We will honour and cherish her forever. Wow. There's like 10 parts in there. Oh, The Fall of the Cabal, yeah. Did she actually commit suicide? I don't know. It's not another Clinton side, is it? Milieu Montclair said they're covering their tracks. More than 300 medical journal articles have disappeared within the last year, Dr. Scott Jensen says. Medical journals are being deleted. What, so they don't find out how bad these things actually are and what they're taught? And that they're not actually taught health, but to prescribe more medication? Rob Smith said another failure by the climate alarmist and the Bureau of Meteorology. Summer in Australia, live temperature right now, this is on December the 24th, Christmas Eve. Sydney was 21 degrees, Melbourne was 19, Brisbane was 20, Adelaide was 20, Perth was 31, Darwin was 32, Hobart was 20 and Canberra was 17. That's very low for Australian summer, I'll tell you right now. There should be like 35, 40, you know, like, or the other way around. Brisbane should be hotter. Perth's always hotter. Darwin's always hotter. And Canberra and Hobart should be hotter than we were told. Malcolm Roberts said Jake sent this amazing shot to Higgins Storm Chasers who posted on Facebook. Shows the supercell at Morayfield. Nature puts on the best shows. That's in Australia. a supercell at Morayfield, aka face hots. Liberals think Conservatives are violent because we own guns. When was the last time you saw a group of Conservatives block a freeway, turn over cop cars, riot, loot, throw Molotov cocktails and burn buildings? And don't say the J6, because there was lefties in there too. They were getting changed from their black outfits into Trump gear before they stormed the Capitol. On the side that actually had more violence, I'm talking about. Jack Straw said, whoever is burning the towers of death, humanity says thank you. Please, thank you. Well done. DOQ said Israel is being exposed for the first time in history. Do you get it? Do you get it now? Because people are asking Benjamin Netanyahu to step down because they think that this is over him holding on to power. Red Pill Drifter said human hunting parties at Yellowstone National Park and Casper. The Office of the Governor's State of Wyoming has been contacted by a former Truth and Taxation judge from Minnesota named Randy Lynn Erickson regarding an eyewitness to human hunting in Yellowstone National Park, Casper, Wyoming, as well as crimes against children in US military bases, including base in Colorado. Allegedly, apparently, YouTube, okay? Mothers of Darkness Castle, Chateau d'Amoureux in Belgium. I don't know how to say that. Place of Evil, Satanic Rituals, Human Hunting Parties. Royal Human Hunting Parties, Chateau des Amoureux. I don't know. Known as the Mother of Darkness Castle in Belgium and is used by the elite to conduct satanic rituals and human hunting parties. Apparently, allegedly, I've spoken of 1,000 points of lights. George W. Bush. Okay, any more? No? Okay. Just so you know, they do happen. Okay? They really do happen. Actually, you'll probably find stuff on Rumble if you go and look. I don't think you'll find it here on YouTube. You might. You never know. But if not, just search up human hunting parties. KB said this is beyond acceptable. There's no tolerance for this, Australia. Stamp it out now, because if it isn't stopped immediately, it'll only get worse. Filthy scum doing this. And here we go again with the Australians Carol by candlelight and the security guards. Yeah, grab them. Chuck them off. This chick here too. Yep, just carry her, lift her by the arms and carry her out. That's it. Stupid girl. Laura Loomis said, oh, why is the Secretary of State of Michigan writing anti-Trump opinion pieces for the Daily Beast? This seems like a major conflict of interest that should disqualify her from her job. Someone should file a lawsuit against her. She's supposed to be neutral. Wow. Jocelyn Benson said defending democracy in 2020 was tough. 2024 will be tougher. Let's be prepared. In Michigan's chief election official, Trump's still a threat to democracy, so let's be prepared, by Jocelyn Benson. So apparently she's the Secretary of State of Michigan, writing anti-Trump BS. Larry Cook said not a single jab confers immunity. All jabs are dangerous. Polio is primarily pesticide poisoning, curable with high dose of vitamin C. Allegedly, apparently, death rates dropped due to sanitation systems, ending of child labour, refrigeration, etc. before jab rollouts. Jabs never saved anyone. Nick Evans said, yeah, who would want to give their kids polio shots? COVID aside, there are some really important jabs that kids should get to prevent them from getting various illnesses. I pray your kids never have to go through something because you selfishly decided something for them. Well, I agree with Larry here. They're there to weaken immune system. Ariel said the Elohim, Secrets of Power, unveiling ancient archetypes and hidden agendas. Elon Musk has been posting about the Elohim. I presume he wants people to look into them. Of course, we today would associate or denote the genesis of the idea of the Luciferian bloodline may have come from the Elohim, who in the Bible say, let us make man in our image. The term, in fact, seems to have spread around the globe with man in his very language. The Sumerian El means simply bright or shining. The Old Irish Alil means shining. Old Cornish El means shining. Elf means shining, hence elves as tall, mysterious, angelic beings. Inca Ilit is bright or to shine. Babylonian Ilu is to shine. This has many Luciferian connotations, because when you look up Baal, the deity often spoke of the Lord, as the Lord in the Bible, is also seen as a shining one in Old Testament and is called the owner. At that time there were many owners or shining ones. In fact, there was one for each village. These were presumably the governors of men. Cain was worshipped by the Knights Templar in the form of their androgynous idol Baphomet, which Hollywood is known to worship, which is why they push androgyny through gender-neutral clothing, toys, shoes, etc., which of course segues into Freemasonry. Symbolism, numerology, codes all rule this secret society. The Cain archetype is most famously represented in the villains of the Bible such as Satan, Lucifer, Leviathan, and the Antichrist, which they said would arrive once the third temple is built in Jerusalem. Some say Donald Trump will be the one to order this construction, as he is referred to as the son of perdition. Signs a leader is the Antichrist, opposition to Christ, deception and falsehood, persecution of believers, claiming godhood, performing miracles, no scar on forehead, no feet like brass, not Middle Eastern. Does Donald Trump fit any of these descriptions to you? I don't think so, because he definitely is not loved by everyone. The only miracle I think he performed was winning the 2016 election when he didn't go on any liberal media social outlet to campaign. Do not even get me started on Solomon Temple. The logistics alone would take decades for this to even get the green light. You think Palestine will allow Israel to build this after what they tried to pull in Gaza? We all know by now that the Rothschilds created Israel. Did you know 98% of Jews through DNA tests were found not to have any connections to the biblical Jews? Did you know the founder of Zionism was an atheist? He didn't believe in God. His name was Theodor Herzl, yet he was Jewish and chosen. Vladimir Putin knows this, which is why he set up a legal parameter for those in Ukraine that if you cannot prove you are Jew by blood, you're not getting back in the country. Aside from that, you have other elements of this that are challenging to the biblical playbook of the return of the Messiah regarding the Third Temple, because even back as far as 1909, Freemasons Boston were talking about rebuilding Solomon Temple, which plays into the genocide Israel is trying to commit today by removing the Palestinians so they can take over that land and make it politically, logistically, and religiously easier to build a Third Temple, which is why Bibi Netanyahu is hell-bent on continuing the war. He's trying his best to meet the biblical prophecy created by Zionists to reconstruct Solomon's Temple. All of this goes back to the Elohim because it's all intertwined. But we have been taught that it isn't, which is why the Jews try to convince us that Judaism and Zionism is one and the same, which is another reason they try to convince us the Freemasons didn't start out as the Knights Templar, which all fall under Cain. Cronus, Saturn, Hermes, Mercury, Zeus, Vulcan, Oceanus, Osiris, Oannes, I don't even know how to say that, Dagon, Moloch, Baal, Odin, Wotan. All of these names are archetypes of Cain, just in different expressions in different regions and religions. Every single president preceding Donald Trump is a part of the Grail bloodline. This is who's been running this country. Greater Church of Lucifer, the light bearer, bringing the light of truth to all who seek it. Freemason and Christianity. You know what's funny? The King James Version of the Bible, edited in Sir Francis Bacon, a 33rd degree Freemason, is used to create order in society through the implementation of a belief system geared towards their fascist ideologies. Jesus was a composite of different entities, and the name was chosen several hundred years later at the Council of Nicaea, wherein the entity Constantine ordered the various religious sects to come together and create a single religion for Rome, a universal religion that incorporated all of the aspects of the various religions so that all could accept and subscribe to it. Do you know what American biblical scholar Joseph Atwill said officially about the origin of Jesus' Bible in front of the British public? Atwill asserts that Christianity did not begin as a religion but as a sophisticated government project, a kind of propaganda exercise used to pacify the subjects of the Roman Empire. Why would this be a surprise to anyone? Did you know the great cathedrals are located on ancient pagan ritual sites? Notre Dame, Our Lady in Paris, was built on a site of worship to the goddess Artemis, Diana, L. Churches were built by Knights Templars, occult worshipping dedicated to the serpent gods between 1170 and 1270. Some 80 cathedrals and 500 churches were built in France alone and dedicated to Our Lady, El Semiramis Mary. I don't know. Jay Gigahash said, come on man, this is drivel, it's easy to poke holes through. I'll do it now. Study the 300 years of early church fathers and popes before Constantine. Your position that Constantine created the Christian religion and the Catholic Church dissolves. Now do some research. Ariel said no. Who said I started off with Constantine to dismiss anything prior? We're talking about the manipulation afterwards, which is followed through by at will that echoes what Constantine implemented. Do not suggest something to me that you're not even studying, so please stop talking as if there's no documentation stating this is factual. Stick to what is presented afterwards. This is where the argument is concerning what you think needs correction. Okay, I'm not even getting what this is about. You are talking about an entire different topic that has nothing to do with what I'm bringing up tonight. The Knights Templar secret society funded and designed the famous Gothic cathedrals that became shrine to the serpent goddess. So what is she saying, that Christianity has been taken over by them? Or is she saying that the whole Bible is BS? I don't know. You can make your own mind up about that one. I don't know. Josephine Cashman said those who think they can destroy Australia so the ruling class can asset strip it be warned. You cannot destroy the Australian spirit. You'll live to regret it. You already look like a fool. Little Aussies forged your big conspiracy to use Indigenous worldwide as a scapegoat for UN land grabs. You will be knocked out. The disgusting ruling class does not faze us. We do not bend the knee to your phony status, pomp and ceremony. My stomach's going, oh. Your wealth and riches do not impress us. We belong to this land. We have the same red blood running through our veins. It's the same love of a sunburnt country. Those from the land down under are staunch. We love our countrymen. We will come together with one voice to expose the traitors. Well said, Josephine Cashman. Leading reports said breaking rep Tim Bitchute says that some of his GOP colleagues are compromised, being leveraged by blackmail. We pretty much read that. Constantina, who replied to Adam Schiff and said on the same day the judge announced Epstein's list to be disclosed on January. On that day, everyone will know how many times you were on the island. Mr. Shifty Schiff. Oh, I think that's it, is it? We know that under Obama, the US became #1 for trafficking and pedos. So there we go. That is the news for today. How long have I been? 1 hour, 18 minutes. Okay, I can't get back to the beginning and I couldn't even pin a comment. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. All I can say is Flyby Stu said I refused a blood test last year for my chest. Best thing, I'm still here. Kai said, bless you, Alex. Awesome as always. Kai said, we missed you over there, by the way. Dan Markle Sr. said, they're on Fox. Flyby Stu said, thank you, Hev. Darren said, Kilmeade and Perino are Fox News hosts. Thank you, yep. Kai said, be right back. 4:21 here, I'm late. Hey, Sherry, hey, I want to thank Sherry, too, for the donation. Thank you very much, Sherry. Alex said, yes, quite. Have you seen if you put his ex in a mirror, it looks like the Mason Square and Compass, Kai? MJ said, the redhead Graham from Bewitched, born, bred in Clinton, Massachusetts. Yeah, I think that grandma on Bewitched was evil. Judy said, late but here now. Hello, everyone. How you going, Judy? And MJ, how you going? I live there. Kai said, no, I missed it completely. Susie said, wow, Darren, yikes, I had one of those too. I don't know what you're talking about because I can't get back any further than where I am. Deb said, we are next in Australia. Boats on their way with fighting age men. They're already here. A lot of them are already here, Deb. But more coming. Alex said, hey, Sherry, finished that Thursday Froley's video today. Was long but worth it. Halfway through his latest video now. Lots of interesting info. MJ said, hi, Judy. Judy said, hey. Randy, how you going, Randy? Susie said, Kai didn't follow all of that. Is Trump going to be charged with anything? If so, he can never hold office again. No, they're trying. Like they've been trying for the last 4 years or so. Carl, hello, you're back in Melbourne. Kai said, unfortunately, this is population bottleneck that creates the greys. Hey, Wheezy, how you going? Randy said, Lindsey Graham admitted he certified a legal election. Ooh. Alex said, Hawks mustard seeds. For anyone who likes long, interesting content. MJ said, wow, $900,000 salary. Yeah. Crazy. Wheezy said, hope everyone's doing rather exquisite. And Wheezy said, lol, the pink hand of justice. Susie said, last week the Pope sent out a document stating gay couples can now have their marriages blessed in the Catholic Church by a priest. This is it, folks. Kai said, Wheezy, pretty good, bless your heart. Another great channel. Alex, what is truth? Wheezy. Way to go, Alex. That's perfect. Yep, everyone should go and subscribe to Wheezy. He's got different ideas and thoughts, but look, as I keep saying, we all just want the truth, and we're all coming at it from different directions, okay? We may not agree on everything. That's fine. We don't need to. And Wheezy said, oh, thanks, Alex. Kai said that Catholic Church is fish cult. Oh, the fish. Oh, flyby stew, I read that. It was funny. I can't read it out loud. MJ said, oh, I like that fancy. Yes, I guess I am doing rather exquisite. Yeah, I'm more exquisite than I was yesterday. Oh, my God. I swear that was a food hangover. It was bad. Alex said, for some reason, Rockfin doesn't work for me at the moment, or didn't the last time I tried. Darren said, if you think Trump will be found guilty of anything, you haven't seen what they want is far more permanent. Deb said, yeah, the unjabbed person are the evil ones. Yeah, when we had all these jab people trying to convince us to get jabbed. Deb said, yes, Kai, their Pope wears a fish on his head. Kai said, I immediately had thought of the X-Men when they said forced evolution. MJ said a lot in those X-Men movies. Flyby Stew said, Deb, they worship Baphomet or Satan. Darren said, 2018, they were telling us if we didn't get our kids jabbed, it would be classed as abuse. Yes, exactly. And the last thing you want to do is get the kids done. Not with that. Kai said, Deb, exactly. I found the name of the cult, but Misha Dank has a billion sports that just hit it quick, no dressing. Darren said, I'm bored of X-Men. Can't they think of anything else? Susie said, I thought the Pope's mitre was supposed to hide their elongated heads. What fish cult were you referring to? I thought the word Vatican meant hill of lizards. Wow. Kai's laughing, I know, right, Darren? MJ said, Darren, it seems they think of endless evil. SW, good morning, afternoon or evening. How you going? Weezy said, a lot of people are saying that, Alex. Alex said, I wouldn't want to be them when it's the fan. God is omnipresent. If they think a steel door is going to save them. Exactly. God said if they hide in the mountains will collapse on them. I'm on a mountain. I'm on a mountain, not in a mountain. But I hope my mountain doesn't collapse on them because I'll go with it. Okay. Deb said, shows evil is making movies because they can't think of anything new. Alex said, yeah, I don't know what it is. I've tried so many times the other day and it would go to load but just keep getting black screen. Oh, on Rockfin. Sherry said, I keep getting harassed to send that box they sent me with the colon test back. They said it's from my health provider. If it's from my health provider, why are these being sent to people all over? Exactly. Why do the government want your poop now? I don't know. That's very weird to me. Is that the colon test? That's what they want, isn't it? They want a sample of poop. Sherry said the world. Kai said if they tell the truth, they could make 1 million history films. Randy said the jabbed can be located. Oh, some people reckon there's a chip in there that's the location I don't know. MJ said, Sherry, don't worry about it. Darren said they haven't produced the movie showing that in a couple of generations we'll be outnumbered by the offspring of migrants and they'll have the power without needing an uprising. Exactly. MJ said, I'll use your dog's poo. Yeah. Stick dog poop in there and send it back to them. Kai said, Sherry, checking for cancers, other contamination. Alex said, there's a shame because you were more free to speak over there, Wheezy. Uncensored Wheezy cracks me up. Flyby Stew said, MJ, hello there, hope you're well. Everyone's saying hello. Darren said, Kai, that's what I'm waiting for. By the end, all truth will be revealed and we'll have to relearn history. MJ said, checking for cancers, checking for parasailing sites. Read between the lines. And Deb's laughing at MJ dog poop. Send them dog poop, yep. Kai said, Darren, this, yes, but it will be interesting this time around. Sherry said, these are being sent out all over the world, Kai. I don't trust it. I think they want our DNA, among other things. Alex said, all governments are wrong uns. SW said, Daffy Duck, because he sounds like Daffy. Oh, Albo, yeah. MJ said, Flyby Stew, doing well. Hope you are too. Alex said, clones or the same dad? Yeah, about all these women that look the same, like Jacinta Ardern and AOC and all these girls that look very much alike. Clones or the same dad? Darren said, we should do that. Islam must be banned. Yeah, we do what Japan does. We should be doing what Japan does. Alex said, yes, I remember that. Ooh, Epstein offspring. MJ said, egghead. Big face, inbred daddy, probably petri dish. Flyby Stew said, MJ, am so, could be better, but I'm taking my holistic remedies. Things can only get better. Okay, I've got to keep an eye on the time because my grandson's coming up today and I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be taking tomorrow off, but I'll be back on Friday, Thursday your time, if you're in the UK and US. Kai said, okay, I'm back, baby. Darren said, I still see idiots with masks and weird face coverings. Deb said, Pauline's been vocal and about Sharia law. She has been for a long time, since the 90s. MJ said, Flyby, yes, they can get better. Kai said, masks are generalised IQ tests. Alex said, that's like the dead body getting out of the body bag live on TV. How anyone still can't see. Kai said, critical thinking display. Darren said, if Republicans have no shame, it's because Hunter has it all. SW said, can you remember my name as I flow through your life 1,000 oceans? I have flown, oh, and cold. I know it's a song, but I can't get it. I don't know what the song is. Susie said, Jacinta and the rest of the women in those photos, besides looking alike, they are, in the words of Aerosmith, dude, looks like a lady. Gigi, how you going? Homeopathically immunised my kids, barely a day off school. There you go. Do it naturally. And how you going, Gigi? Flyby Stew said, people are speaking out everywhere, game's up, but they'll see through the climate change garbage. SW said, perfect strangers, Deep Purple, harder one that, yep. I don't know much of Deep Purple. Except Smoke on the Water. Did they sing that? I'm sure they did. Wheezy said, homopathsexual is what I identify as. Yeah. I'm a homopath. There you go. Darren said that doctor said the problem by calling jabs the saviour of mankind, Jesus is the saviour of mankind. Alex said, both my nieces have been jabbed from birth. They're always sick. They think one now has ADHD. That's how I think my grandson got his. He's been diagnosed with ADHD now. One of my grandsons. He always has a lot of energy. He needs country. He needs to be out in the country, living in the country, to run as much as he likes, to look after animals, to give him things to do, because he doesn't learn the normal way. Gigi's in Perth. Deb's laughing at Wheezy, and MJ said, blind leading the blind. If I knew, if only. SW said, must be early birds in Perth. Susie said, Stephen Tyler's the ugliest, nastiest feet I've ever seen. Do not Google them because you won't be able to unsee the horror. Thanks for the warning, Susie. I won't do that. Deb said, so your kids are homeschooled, Gigi? Yeah, because now if you go to school, they want your immunisation record. I'd be homeschooling, not immunisation. No immunisation. Darren said Islamists are taking over Paris. They're very open about their plan now. Alex said release the bear. Drop bear. Menacing Muskrat said here's a good video. It's full of info for 2024. Cool. SW said I can't stand watching David Campbell, Jimmy Barnes' son, schmuck. MJ said I keep waking up since the 23rd with silence, this golden song in my head freaking me out every morning. Someone's trying to tell me something. Gigi said they're now 25, twins. I was conscientious objector and docs signed them off to school. Eldest party immunised and dyspraxic. So you probably got them through school while before they made everybody have to get the jabs to go to school. Flyby said, Menacing Muskrat, how are you? Alex said they should never have been allowed in any way, let alone if there were children there. SW said, can't stand Carl Stefanovic or Channel 9, 7 or ABC or 10, lol. Yeah, or SBS. Susie said, hi Muskrat, hope you had a good Christmas. What did you say the Trumps did on the Yukon River again? Menacing said, do well, got over the flu. Flyby, how you doing? Alex said, that Biden golf on the plane stairs always makes me laugh. Yeah, Trump hitting the golf ball and it hitting Biden and him falling over. Sherry said, Alex, did you find the info about the fall cabal I gave you last live? Been listening to them a bit shoot, watch 1 to 10. Judy said, 26 likes, 58 watching. Hit the like button, peoples. Please. Pretty please. With sugar on top. Kai said, more likes, please. MJ said, thanks, Judy. I forget sometimes. Yeah, I do that too. Sometimes I forget and then someone says it, I'm like, oh, yeah. But most of the time, with most of the people I listen to, on the way in, I hit the like button. Flyby's Juice said, I'm okay, could be better, Menacing Muskrat, but we're still here, that's a blessing. And Alexis shared Trump golf skills make Biden fall. Darren said, lol, AI predicting crime didn't go well in Minority Report. Yeah, it's like pre-crime, lock all these people up who aren't even going to commit one. Kevin said, why can't AI detect political crime? Yeah, exactly. Darren said, Kevin, political crime cannot be predicted because of certainty. Okay. Kai said, Kevin, it was told not to. Susie said, I smashed the like. Thank you, Susie. MJ said, oh, here my stomach goes again. MJ said, Darren, you need to look out for Charlie. They do it. Kevin said, of course, it's intelligence is artificial. It's not natural, fake intelligence. I agree, Kevin. And how you going, Kevin? Flyby Stew said, Paddy Murphy ran out of bricks. He said, fork it, bungalow roof on it. Alex said, I think I saw the 1 to 10 a couple of years ago, but not seen any of the others yet. I finished that Thursday Frolly's video today and halfway through his latest one. Kevin said, hey, Hev, Alex and all the chat. Kai said, Tony's home, guys. Gotta go. May God, the creator of creation, bless and keep us all. And may the force be with you. You too, Kai. And say hello to Tony for us. Darren said, take care, Kai. Everyone's saying goodbye. And my stomach's going to make a really loud noise in a minute. I'm really hungry. I ate, but I'm still hungry. Alex said, people are saying she died again. Sherry, there is one from 6 hours ago. I hope that's not tried, and if it is, I don't believe she ended herself. Sherry said he's got taken down, Alex. He started another channel, Hawks Mustard Seed 24. Sue said, what do you guys think are great movies to watch for Christmas? I want something pleasant to watch tonight. I don't know, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? That's always a favourite of mine on Christmas. Or, yeah, Kevin, Gremlins. MJ, Batteries Not Included. Wheezy said, A Christmas Story is my favourite movie of all time. Aww. MJ said, Gremlins is... SW said, old time movies are just great. Remember when they would always break out in song and dance? Lol, maybe not that old. Yeah, that's why I like Calamity Jane. Susie said, A Christmas Story is the one with Darren McGavin as the dad. Kai said, watching on PlayStation. MJ said, F-R-A-G-I-L-E-E. I don't know. Darren said they're pushing the digital ID on GB News under the guise of protecting us against terrorists. Of course they are. Wheezy said it's the one where the common theme is you'll shoot your eye out, kid. Lol. Alex said, no way, I think it's true. The message is from her friend on their actual channel, Sherry. I hope it's AI. Susie said, SW, I watched the Bishop's Wife last night with Cary Grant as an angel. Great feel-good movie. MJ said, yep, and the duck is smiling at them. MJ said, Chinese food on Christmas sounds nice, actually. Alex said, I'm in shock. Susie said, I'm going to start my trifles, so we'll be paying close attention but not typing too much for the next half an hour. Yeah, watch out for those trifles. I don't know what food it was that did it to me, but something just made me not well. Sherry said, she's alive, Alex. People are just saying that for sensationalism points for their channels. That's what a friend said. And Nursing Muskrats put a Rumble video in there. Great video. Flyby Stew said, fool the USA with Obama, Michelle and kids. Absolutely effing shocking. Whatever next. SW said, like ScoMo getting worn in Saya Her Majesty the Queen of Victoria. Yep, Menacing Muskrat's gone. Thumbs it up, please, folks. MJ said, rental wife. Yeah, I believe our Prime Minister has a wife who he rents. He pays to be his wife, to pretend to be his wife. But they don't live in the same house. And I don't know if they used to be married or what, but I don't know. I don't think he's straight. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you know what I mean? I don't think our Prime Minister is straight at all. Sorry guys, just getting a candle. Need a little candle. I haven't heard any more about my delivery that's supposed to be on its way sometime soon. My legal greenery. I'm still waiting. Whoops. So I'll let you know when that comes through. Sherry said, I don't know, Alex. I just know she said herself that she has to take a break from all this stuff sometime. Oh, everybody does. Even I do. That's why sometimes I disappear for like a week. I'm like, oh, I just can't right now. I just can't. I just can't. Alex said, this is her friend. She does the videos with 24th of December on her channel. Deeply sad message about Janet Osabard. Oh, okay. Is that who we're talking about? If she's gone, she didn't kill herself. I don't reckon she did. I don't know. SW said, I watched the Three Stooges a week back. Blast from the Past, that was. And Gilligan's Island too. There you go. Alex has put full cabal in there. Darren said, Hev, you have a cold Christmas while we have a warm one. So on average it's the same as normal. David, how you going? Ahoy from Maine. I've been gone a long time. Hope everyone is well. You too, David. SW said, Hev, as you said, they can't even predict tomorrow, probably. How can they predict our future weather patterns? Well, it was supposed to be raining for the last hour and a half, according to the Bureau of Meteorology. It's cloudy, but there's no rain. It actually went straight past us, so there you go. It headed on down south. MJ said, hi, David. It was gorgeous in Massachusetts today. How was Maine? Flyby Stew said, thank you, Alex, for that link. Do you think Sue killed herself? Darren said, Isaiah said all you need to know about Israel. Yep, even Deb's going, please do that. Hit the thumbs up for me. David said, MJ, damn near perfect. Alex said, her friend said she battled for years with depression, took an overdose, apparently. Flyby. I don't know, because when people like that who make things like that commit suicide, doesn't... I think probably not. I think it was done to them. And how? How did she go? Did she just overdose? Oh, okay. Sherry said, wow, how sad. Alex just hopped over to see part of it. Makes you wonder what's really going on when there's so much disinformation. Somewhere in the middle lies the truth, I guess. Very sad. SW said David Zublik was posting a lot about the hunting parties a couple of years back. Menacing Muskrat said, when Benjamin Netanyahu is forced to step down, we'll see the shit hit the fan in all directions globally. That's what I think, honestly. It's being cleaned up right now. That's why we're seeing what we're seeing. And that the powers that be are trying to, or the powers that shouldn't be, are trying to make us all think it's going along as normally so that the public will back them. Yet half of us are awake and we know not to. MJ said, David, I was thinking how weird but how great the weather was. Flyby Stu said, Alex, why would you write a book on that magnitude then kill yourself? Only asking. Yeah, that's what I am suspicious of that one. Darren said, maybe it was what she was telling us that caused her depression. Hey Shannon, how you going? G'day from the Riverland, South Australia. MJ said, ELF is a very dangerous weapon. Alex said, if it's true, that's incredibly sad as the end is so close. And she and a friend work so hard unless she wants them to think she is. I hope it's the latter. That's another option, Alex. I hope. Maybe someone was getting death threats and thought, oh, I'll go now and say I've gone. I don't know. Shannon says, sorry I'm late, got carried away with Christmas dishes, etc. I was lucky I didn't have to do too much this year because I was sick as a dog. I came home, pretty much lay in bed and just went, oh, feeling sorry for myself. Some food hangover. I don't drink, so it's not an alcohol hangover. David said, MJ, very weird weather but very warm. I was outside in a t-shirt today. Wow. I'll be in one. Apparently at 6 o'clock tonight. It's going to be the hottest part of the day. It's normally 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but apparently at 6 o'clock this afternoon it's going to hit 22 degrees Celsius. And then tomorrow's supposed to be 26, so it's warmer. I can wear a t-shirt, maybe shorts, you know. Darren said, whoa, Baal was never called the Lord. The Bible calls God the Lord, and Baal worship is against God. Yeah, that's what, while I was reading it, I was like, because I thought it was about the Elohim, you know. I didn't think she was going to try and discredit the Bible. I don't know. It didn't make much sense to me what she was talking about, but hey, look, I've read it now, so there we go. Selena, how you going, Selena? The Bible specifically states traits of the AC. Trump fits none of them. Oh, that's what I agree. I don't think Trump is. And I think it was Alex Jones who first had that idea. And then Tim Pool reported on what Alex Jones had said. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think, it's not Trump. Definitely not Trump. Shannon said, any moistness happening, Deb? MJ said, I don't have to wear a jacket, crazy. Then I saw a dandelion in December walking my dog, made me laugh. A dandelion in December? Alex said, my whole laptop threw a wobbler. I had to use my phone for a minute. Hopefully it's back now. Kai said, El is a denotes of God in the Hebrew language. Bab means to confuse. El of God. Babel, confused of God. Sherry said, with all she exposed, I think she had no choice but to go into hiding. Alex, I'd do the same. That's what I'm hoping, Sherry. I really am hoping that that's what's happened here. Menacing Muskrat said, Cliff High does a great job regarding the Elohim. It's on Rumble. She's included a link there. MJ said, Sherry, I thought she went into hiding too. Kai said, Mecca Dank, check him out. Darren said, the post is shilling. That's, as I started to read it, that's what I was thinking. I thought, hang on, this doesn't sound right. MJ said, Elon Musk, no L scum, just a thought. My brain does this. Ah, you're rearranging the letters of Elon Musk. No L scum. Okay, Menacing Muskrat's put another video of Cliff High in there. Darren said, have that post is rubbish. Yeah, I gathered that. Like I was reading it and I was thinking, I don't even agree with his post. I thought it was about the Elohim. I didn't think it was about the Bible at first. Kevin said ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, Elohim, the Father, God the Father's orchestra. Alex said, I hope she has gone into hiding and wants people to think it's true, but her friend seemed convincingly distressed and crying. Maybe she had to let a friend think she was gone too. Don't know. Darren said, Christianity came to England in the 400s. MJ said, I love ELO and their music. Selena said, I'm not buying that Jesus was a composite, not even close. No, I'm not either. I honestly did not think that post. I only read the first bit, and there's always a see more underneath, and when it said Elohim, I thought, oh, this might be good about the Elohim. But no, she turned it into a Bible thing, and no, I don't trust it. I do not trust it. Okay. Kevin said Mr. Blue Sky. Darren said even before that there were some Christians here. Flyby Stu said click on the thumbnail of Elon Musk. You'll see who he follows. Hang on a sec. Look, oh, it helps if I turn the keyboard on. Is that on? So click on Elon Musk and who does he follow? I don't know. Following. Jordan Peterson, the Babylon Bee, Jim Jordan, Lex Friedman, SpaceX, Ted Cruz, Tesla, Kevin McCarthy, Daily Wire, Greg Abbott, Joe Rogan, Maria Bartiromo, Everyday Astronaut, Maybe Musk, Ron DeSantis, Sawyer Merritt, David Lee, Neuralink, Stephen Mark Ryan, Rod Ferguson, X Live, Milan Kovac, Attorney General Andrew Bailey, Trista, Gad Sad, Martin Vicha, System Update, Grim Tweeter, Michael Eisenberg, Lars, Community Notes, Violating People, The Mossad, Satirical Yet Awesome, Did You, Thomas Massey, Chris Anderson. Who am I supposed to be finding that he follows? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Alex said, I can't believe it. I've spent hours and hours come to listen to their amazing work. Captivating is so informative, so sad if she's gone, if true, Sherry. Kevin said the Essenes were the original Christians, I believe. Darren said followers of Jesus were around before the Catholic Church. MJ said Jay didn't come till 1500s, they say. Avalon Navajo in Spanish. J is I sound just a thought. Flyby Stu said no Catholics here. There are some. I don't have a problem with Catholics, the people. It's the leaders of the church I have a problem with. Kevin said Constantine changed the real religion into what we have today. Menacing Muskrat said allegedly they say there is over 700 books in the Bible. Well, look, all I want is the truth. I want all the books of the Bible. I want to know what it says. I want to read it for myself. And yeah, I just want the truth. Alex said, I hope it is, and she will one day come back when it's over, Sherry. Flyby Stu said, Alex, how do we donate to Hev? Menacing Muskrat said, Constantine combined the pagan religions and Christianity into one religion. Alex said, to donate Streamlabs, Hev Flyby. Yeah, I couldn't pin the comment at the beginning. I don't know why YouTube wouldn't let me. Maybe it's because I'm trying to bypass them. I don't know. Darren said, Muskrat, if you mean religious texts, then yes, there are thousands, but the Bible was always a compilation of a few. There's significance to there being 66 books. Selena said, Freemasonry worships the great architect, which once a person hits 33 degrees, they learn Lucifer is the great architect. I find all Freemasonry texts is sus at best. I agree, and there was even an old elderly man caught saying that the Freemasons worship Lucifer, the light bearer. Deb said 9:52 Adelaide still looking like moist. Yeah, that's where all the rain was headed. Oh no, actually southern New South Wales, I think. Darren said more books are available in the Apocrypha. You know, Apocrypha. Oh my God, I can't even say the word. I assume there are many more. Oh my goodness. Menacing Muskrat said, Darren, I agree with you. You've been lied to about everything. Alex said, I heard that Catholic Church will make pedos legal soon. Millstones. Shannon said, I like how they're trying to charge Trump with insurrection, but he was president at the time. He's trying to overthrow himself, lol. Deb said, yes, I was wondering about eyes. Shannon said, overcast here too, Deb. Flyby Stu said, I could talk for hours with anyone on the subject where humans came from. We are the aliens. Selena said, Darren, yes, there are many available. They're apocryphal for a reason. Some fill in the blanks and some have utter hearsay in them. Menacing said, Dagon equals fish cult. That's why the Pope wears the mitre hat. Alex said, they want to take all parents' rights, away all parents' rights. It's sick. Menacing Muskrat said, Vatican equals den of serpents. Well, they've got the serpent in the main hall, what do you call it? What's the hall called? I can't remember. But it looks like a serpent. Darren said, Alex, the Catholic Church is maybe two of the that are prophesied to die, they think. They will be resurrected after 3 days. I don't think the timing is meant to be accurate. Alex said, I'd never let my children be a part of this corrupt, evil system if I had any. Alex said, I'll be glad when it all goes pop, Darren. Flyby Stu said, if you had any, Alex, you're my ideal teacher. Darren said, it's only my interpretation that Judaism and Catholicism are the two pillars referred to. SW said, probably sell the poo to the fast food industry. Collecting people's for colon tests. Alex said, ooh, imagine having that job, collecting shit samples. Imagine the smell. Menacing Muskrat said, Alex, we're so close to the end, allegedly. Darren said, Alex, it's not a pop, it's more like a long fart. MJ said, Darren, yeah, but who is the eye? Darren said, how does the eye come into it, MJ? Alex said, I think it's getting closer by the day. The signs are everywhere, Menacing Muskrat. MJ said, they use those damn pillars in that eye. Who is the spider, Darren? Darren said, I don't know what you mean, MJ. MJ said, okay. Darren said, what's the spider about? Flyby Stu said, was on Bitchute yesterday. Seemed some promising videos. We can do this. We all stand together. We win. Love and peace to us all. MJ said, it's on the money. Menacing Muskrat said, MJ, the Masonic pillars are the Boaz and Jachin, and the eye is the anus. Oh. Alex said, I was thinking last night, maybe the world won't get destroyed, but God will just show up to everyone all at once. The only people that should fear is them. They built their bunkers because they fear. They can't hide. Deb said, putting a camera up your bottom, not glamorous? No, not at all. Hey, Simone, how you going? Darren said, the Bible doesn't predict the world ending. It predicts the end to Satan's rule in heaven and earth for... I thought it was 1,000 years, Darren, not 100 years. Yeah, you're right. Because you corrected yourself 2 comments down. MJ said, the cube menacing on their heads is a spider or owl on the money. Flyby Stu said, what do you want about, Deb? Sherry said, Zuckerbucks is going into hiding because he knows his name's on the list. Or they all will be. Simone said, after 1,000 years, Satan let out for a little while, then heaven and earth destroyed, and new heavenly city and earth rolled out. Deb said, poo collection would be a yucky job, and putting camera up there would be a yucky job too. Yep. SW said, Simone feels like he's already let out. Oh, Simone feels like he's already let out. Menacing Muskrat said, Sherry, Zuckerbucks and the rest of them are running for the hills. Remember what the 17th letter said, they will not be able to walk down the streets. Luna said, sorry, I was playing the piano while listening. I'm going to start cooking some lunch. Yum. Yeah, I've got to go and have my lunch. Simone said, yes, W, but he is, but after 7-year tribulation, Jesus changed him up 1,000 years and there's peace for a bit. Alex said, the devil need minions to do all his work, but there is only one God who can be everywhere all at once. Hey, Stuart, just in. We'll rewind. God love you. Alex said, that's the funny film, Lampoon's going round the roundabout. That's the European vacation. There's Big Ben. Parliament. Big Ben. Parliament. Big Ben. Parliament. I like his speech about his boss in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Of all the low down, dirty, rotten, blah, blah, blah. Shit, thinking no. I love Chevy Chase's outburst on that one, where he takes the newel post off with the chainsaw. Deb said, love Calamity Jane. Everyone's saying, hello, Stuart. Alex said, yeah, I saw his top secret bunker being built by the Borg, Sherry. Flyby Stu said, question for everyone. If you believe in eternal life, would you like to come back to Earth? 1 for no, 2 for yes. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. Depends on what else there is out there. SW said, me too, Deb. Might have to watch that later on. Deb said, ran a wife. MJ said 1 for no. Susie said, Hev, it wasn't the trifle that made you sick, because trifle has the ability to bring people back from the dead, especially at Christmas. No, it probably wasn't. It was probably something I ate earlier in the day. I'd eaten a lot of things that day, so... Darren said, the real war is not physical but spiritual. That's why the ultimate weapon is faith. Menacing Oscar said, Flyby Stew, only if all the evil was removed. Yes, I would. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Peace on earth. Sherry said 2 Flyby. Shannon said, Hev, smoke and mistletoe, lol. I wish. No, I don't. No, it's just tobacco. It just keeps going out. Deb said, yes, Susie. Simone said 2. Menacing Muskrat said, Shannon, how's socks? Darren said, 1 if reincarnated, 2 if in higher form. Flyby Stew said, it's a place that was designed for life. We are life. Shannon said, socks as good as pissed off as we are a dog sitting a couple of dogs. Oh, so he's in hiding. MJ said, like the old guy singing that song, hell nah to the no, no, no. Carl said, Hev, how many followers did you have before the censorship? What do you mean? On YouTube? I had nearly hit 40,000. Not anymore. And on Twitter, I wasn't able to go over 2,000, like I was stuck at 1,000 and something. Alex said her friends seem pretty genuine, but hopefully she just wants people to think she's gone till it's over. I hope so. Darren said, Flyby Stew, we are on Earth because we are in the first life. Okay. Alex said, I pray her friend remains safe. SW said, Shannon, I bet that would piss off Fox. Yes. Menacing said, maybe Janet has been protected. I hope so. Yep, so does Alex. SW said, the Royal Australian Navy, the first 75 years on YouTube is a ripper for old sailors or their families. Oh, shoot. Where did that go? Okay. Where am I? Yeah, Menacing Muskrat, 5 hours on the Q clock, 13 cities. Is that what it says? Because mine said, Y2K3, the world is over, as you know it, is over with. 10 days, total chaos, Merry Christmas. I don't know, that's what it says, look. On mine. Now, if I refresh it, hang on a sec. What does it say? 13 cities worldwide, Y2K3, the beginning of the end. And it's added 5 days now. 5 hours, 1 minute and 6 seconds. Oh, it's funny watching it. But yeah, you never know. It could be. I'll show you what it says now for everybody. 13 cities worldwide, Y2K3, beginning of the end. Someone look up Y2K3. Hang on. What am I looking up? Gematria. And it is, what is it? Y2K3. Y2K3. Deutsch, I, Milquetoast, Ritual, Son of God, Lust, the Geometric Code, YK, Financial Crisis, Sephiroth, Milquetoast again, Pesca Cotogna, XMR, Taxi, Restore, it's a lot. I didn't say that. Marius, Queens, KY, Blue Ribbon, Neron Kaiser, Lucifer, Barack Obama, a leopard, Birthmarks, Carrington, Abbey, Builders, Fluorine, Thumbnail, Expand, Claire Sentience. I'll show you. This is what it says for Y2K3. Okay, all these. And it did say the word that I didn't say. I swear to God I didn't say it. Wasn't me. Carrington, Abbey, Builders, Fluorine, Thumbnail, Expand, Standards, Apparition, Trum, Heya, That's Good, Da Baby, all these other things, blue ribbons in there 2 or 3 times. It's going to be biblical. $10. All these other ones. Unabomber, The Tribe of Dan, Artemis 1, Breast Cancer, and there are 29 pages of it. So there you go. Wow. Okay, fly by. Oh, hang on, 1 sec, guys. I'm blind, I can't see. Where are my glasses? They're on my head. Is this what I think it is? Whew. Okay, it is what I think it is. It's here. It's here. It didn't even tell me it was coming. It was just turned up. Wow. Okay. Anywho, Hev's going to go in a minute. Oh, wow. Okay, where was I up to? Okay, Menacing Muskrat. Flyby Stew said, Menacing Muskrat, I hope so. Have you seen that book? Loads of history. I just got to check, make sure no one's messaging me on the phone because my daughter's on her way out with my grandkids. Kachegi Yowie, SW, I served on the aircraft carrier CVS-21 HMAS Melbourne 1980 to 1982. Oh, good on you, Kachegi Yowie. SW said, Yowie, cool, I was on HMAS Canberra in 2000. Darren said, Trump is not the second coming, but God may work through him. He usually chooses people with an imperfect past. SW said, the last of our carriers with a watchmate. Flyby Stew said, can't wait to see these white hats, it'll be epic. SW said, worthy of a watch, great history of Ran. Alex said, they just added another 5 days, Menacing Muskrat. Deb said, God love our service people. SW said, God love you too, Deb. Conchega Yowie, Carl Anthony, nearly 40,000. Yeah, I had nearly 40,000 when I got deleted. I wondered where I'd be now. That was like 2 years ago. Or so. Snow White, how you going? Good to see ya. Conchega Yowie said, SW, what rating were you? I was MTH. Flyby Stew said, can you see his full armour he's wearing? Alex said, Menacing Muskrat, no idea how many extra days added that is now. Darren said, hi Snow White, don't eat the apple. Menacing Muskrat said, Elon mother has a crazy history, daughter of the Nile, etc. Possible mothers of darkness. Ooh. SW said, CSO above water. Ship's diver cuff rate was swapping to CD, but injury stopped me. Menacing Muskrat said under 50 days, Alex. SW said, Yowie, you would know Ikara, my dad designed it at GAF. Kenchegi Yowie said, SW was ship's captain, small boat stoker, did boiler room, boilers, steam turbo generators, just come off watch as duty stoker for the boats when we rescued the 99 refugees on the Indian Ocean. Wow. MJ said, Elon's mum was a dude, his dad was probably the mum. Allegedly, apparently. Okay, YouTube. Kenchegi Yowie said, SW, the Ikara missile system. SW said, yes, he led that team. Alex said, I stopped watching for a while, but checked today when it said 5 hours left, and just checked now to see they added more days. Menacing Muskrat. SW said, went to Brazil and England to fit in their navies. MJ said, Alex, you think someone's having fun with peeps? Kenchegi Yowie said, SW, wow, mate, that was one of the most effective missiles in that area. Sherry said, saw a picture of Matt Gates doing the Masonic sign. He's a baddie in sheep's clothing. They're playing a part. Yeah, I don't think we're going to know who's good and bad till the end. Like, we think people are good, and then they turn, and then you go, oh, for God's sake. Can you keep up? MJ said, snaking. They are snaking. Alex said, they took loads out of the Bible, but the truth cannot be hidden, and they know it. They're on their last legs now. SW said, my rank was only seaman, as they would not promote me to AB as I had the injury, bastards. Darren said, never trust dates or times, Alex. Oh, SW said, disabled seaman. Okay. Alex said, yes, probably. I think there are a lot of things to set up to distract people and stop people focusing on what's good. Darren said, Ezekiel hints at things that the rest of the Bible ignore. Alex said, so many people set up to confuse and split people apart, but the people are coming together slowly but surely. SW said, Yowie, sorry. CSO is the old radar plotter. Deb said, don't play into the fear-mongering. I agree. Kenchegi Yowie said, SW, all my mess deck mates from Melbourne all sustained injuries. 2 were on the stalwart. Must have been that period as I was injured after getting out in the building trade in 85 and again 90. SW said something, but it just jumped. Holy shit, how far back was I? Okay. I'm back here. Yowie, it was so good I had to watch Ran the first 75 twice. Darren said that could be why you should love your enemies. They may not be enemies just because you've been convinced that they are. Alex said, yeah, I forgot there were a few Lampoon's films. Shannon said, Chevy Chase is a flaming libtard. You be real life. I don't know. Is he? Is he? Really? Not another one. SW said, thanks for your service, Jack. Alex said, it's coming peace on earth. Kenchegi Yowie said, SW, yeah, I love all the old footage. Most peeps will never ever get what we did as naval servicemen or what we endured. I used to love the RAS as you could see your mates as you went about your duty. Alex said, YouTube don't care for the truth, eh? Susie said, who are you talking about? A woman whistleblower you guys think passed away? The lady who made Fall of the Cabal. Susie. The woman who made Fall of the Cabal has apparently committed suicide and died. SW said, yeah, mate, you had it dirty and loud down there below watermark. Susie said, what are the 13 cities? Are they mentioned? No. Kenchegi Yowie said, SW, you've seen the film they did on the last trip of the Melbourne? SW said, no, but I will. Sherry said, the woman who did the Fall Cabal video, Susie. Deb said, look, Project Looking Glass said all the timelines will merge, so choose love, stay focused on positive outcomes. Alex said, I thought that just means year 2023 long. Good. Susie said, I think I missed a whole lot while making dessert. I could swear I was paying attention. SW said, I bloody loved it as I joined that 28-year-old till my injury. Darren said, Isaiah said the rulers of Israel would be defeated along with the enemies of Israel at Ephraim, West Bank, and the people the Israelites didn't destroy as they were told, Gaza. SW said, Yowie, we have the best stories of anyone. Us, Pussa, no doubt. Deb said, delivery? Alex said, I don't think it says what the 13 cities are, just that there are 13 cities worldwide. Darren said, Susie, this chat goes fast. Blink and you'll miss something. Kanchegi Yowie said, SW, oh yeah, especially sorties overseas. SW said, the turkey is back. No, not the turkey. Deb said, where are the kitties? MJ said, oh, what'd she get? Susie said, hi, Sherry, I don't know those videos. Where are they? MJ said, medical delivery, lol. You were right. Deb said, oh yeah. Deb said, happy, happy. Alex said, I'm not sure if it's copying things from that keyboard. You can inspect a page on some computers and seems to be originally set up as an online store. Carl said, party time at Heva's place. Many of these shops now in Phuket. SW said, come on, Hev, show us what's in there. I got myself a drone. I'm busting for it to arrive. 4K stealth bird for my dog to chase. We'll have some awesome videos soon. Cool. Yeah, you saw what it was, I hope. I only did a quick view of it. Looks alright, smells alright. I watched a video a while back and someone had inspected the code behind it. I'll try and find the video. Sherry said, Fall Cabal Bitchute, Susie. MJ said, that name is awesome, Phuket. Yeah, it is, isn't it? SW said, I worked it out. Deb said, my family loved Phuket, heaven on earth. My dad's ashes released there. Oh, really? Kanchegi Yowie said, SW, I want one as my namesake on the Darling River and I want to document the sitting. Susie said, thanks, Sherry. Darren said, is that pronounced? No, it's Phuket. It's pronounced Phuket. I'm sure it's pronounced Phuket. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure it's Phuket. Deb said that's how I say it, Darren. Alex said the Q Countdown website is fake with a YouTube video. SW said, Yowie, my name's the Coxswain's charge book on Canberra AWOL when I had an order to rest after my injury. Deb said, chat very fast today. Gigi said, the big reveal. Deb said, someone keep drinking my coffee, just busy chat. Deb said, much love to all. Thanks to Hev and Hev family. Alex said, there seems to be an update I've not seen yet. The Q Countdown website is fake posting malicious links. Glad I didn't hit any of the links. Darren said, I know, Deb, someone drank mine too. Kanchegi Yowie said, for those in the chat, an RAS is a replenishment at sea. When two ships come alongside each other and send fuel lines, etc. to refuel. Alex said, deeply sad message about Janet Ozabard for Susie. The channel Fall Cabal for Susie. And Deb said, the old fella won a 3-kilo cooked turkey breast. We're still going. SW said, yay, Hev. Luna said, I think I might play Pachelbel Cannon on the violin next. It's one of my favourites. Oh, Luna, you are a woman of many talents. Well done. Were you playing the piano a minute ago? Good on you, Luna. A woman of many talents. Anyway, with that, guys, I'm going to go and have... I'm going to go and enjoy some of that. See? Some of that. Pretty good. Oh, shoot. It fell off the bed. No, don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Okay, Gigi said, time to channel your inner Mr. Hanky. Enjoy, Hev, really enjoy your daily updates. Have a beautiful day, everyone. SW said, I got my license too, Hev. You can now enjoy your garden more fully. MJ said, turkey, lots of mayo, celery. SW said, Mr. Hanky, lol. I remember Mr. Hanky. Wasn't he from South Park? Wasn't he a poo? Am I right or wrong? Wasn't Mr. Hanky from South Park and wasn't he a poop? Yes, it was, but it feels like it needs a tuning. Oh! Great live. Love and blessings to everyone. Enjoy, Hev. I'll look for the comment. And much love to everyone. And I will see you in 2 days. Have a good one, guys. Much love. Enjoy. Bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.